Be mindful that you're a guest in your mentor's class, and you should definitely follow your mentor's lead and respect their routines and classroom structures. However, try to take as active of a role in the classroom and school as you can. You will have a lot of responsibilities here at WSU, but be a self-starter. Attend after-school meetings and events, take on whatever you can in your place like classroom, and just be an active member of the school community.
Also make sure that you always communicate with your supervisor. They are there to support you and help you succeed. If you ever have any concerns, make sure that you always communicate those with your supervisor.
When you're feeling overwhelmed in your classes and you've shut down and can't do anything, it may help to jumpstart yourself by doing something small, and then you'll find you could move into the rest of the things you have to do and get started again. And then you should also definitely rely on your cohort. Start that Facebook group. Get started right away, because in the middle of the night when you have a question, your cohort will be there for you to answer that question.
They're always there to support you. That's very important. One thing too that I would suggest is to communicate with your professors. They're there to help you and they want to see you succeed. And you have to know yourself as a learner, so know what you need. If you need some more explicit instruction, make sure you ask for that from your professors. Don't ever be afraid to ask questions, because they want to answer your questions.
So one of the big things in this program is to take care of yourself. That can mean the traditional eating healthy, exercising, all that good stuff. But the big one for our cohort was sleep. So make sure that if you're not getting enough sleep, really make it a priority in your life to set a sleep schedule and stick to it.
If I can do it, you can do it. So I have 3 little kids at home, and there are going to be a lot of challenges if you have kids. Just know that you've got to set your priorities. There was a lot of times that I felt buried in my homework and my home life, but I set a schedule for me that helped, and what I did was wake up at 4 a.m., get my homework done before the kids got up. So you just do what you got to do. You got to balance your priorities.
That being said, the only people who know what you are going through right now is your cohort. So get to know them, get to know who they are as people, both professionally and personally. You're going to go through many trials and tribulations, and you want to be there for each other. That being said, you also want to celebrate the small things. So when we all passed our TPA, we were extremely excited and got to celebrate together. So celebrate small things, celebrate the end of the term, and just be happy and grateful for every single one of them.
So we're here to talk to you about a TPA. That word probably doesn't mean very much to you guys right now, and that's okay. If you were anything like me a year ago sitting in your seat, I had no clue, and that's totally fine. So the EdTPA is the Washington State Certification Assessment, and we are going to give you some tips to hopefully guide you through the process. The EdTPA is the Washington State Certification Assessment, and it will consist of 3 main tasks. You will first plan possibly 3 to 5 lessons, it's up to you, and then you will record yourself teaching those lessons, and after that you will analyze your assessment that you used within the lessons. So the biggest thing that helped me was to do a little bit each night. This is a really big task, and so if you just work on it a little bit each night, it makes it feel not so overwhelming. Another tip is to buy the test early. When you're looking at the rubrics, it can be really difficult to understand them on a deeper level. So once you buy the test, you can look at the prompts and align them with the rubrics, and that will make it a lot easier to understand. So another thing that really helped me was to find someone in my building who had completed the EdTPA before. They're a really great resource for really quick advice on different assessments that you want to use, and just any ideas that you have. Yeah, and one really important thing is to listen to what Heidi says. You will have a seminar or like a class meeting with her, and she's going to give you a lot of tips. One really important thing is take notes on what she says, and when you go through the rubrics, make sure that you utilize the forms that she gives you. And most importantly, start early. The earlier, the better. Like I said, it's a really big task, so don't procrastinate.
And remember,
Have fun! You can do it!